I'm a fair estate mom now. She
My
teaches
son's a
13
little
of them are
freak.
homeless.
He's much smarter than his dad.
It's a really bad
he's a
school
brainiac.
district
Oh,
where
well.
she's at.
He's a brainiac, yeah.
She's in Battle Creek. So
Got
just
enough
her-
without
in
him.
the washing machine. I said, Madison, I leave Friday, and when I come home,
Homeless?
I'll go up the following weekend and I'll.
Cheyenne, February 4th, you are the girl. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm gonna do. I have boots of Jeff's. I have all kinds of stuff. I have coats
That's not, Ben's not here.
sitting in the closet.
He is their attorney.
How many kids are homeless?
Out of 25, 13 of them are homeless.
70%.
They're actually paying her to student teach because they can't get teachers to school.
Melissa's not coming tonight?
She is not.
Oh,
I left my phone out. I came
All
home
right.
and changed real
She
quick.
did
I don't have
such a
my-
wonderful job.
I got mine.
I thought you were giving her
I have my license and all
that.
that stuff in there.
yeah,
They had like, you know,
I know. If you notice the disappointment in our
He
voices.
looks just like
Yeah.
his dad.
Oh, yeah.
sorry.
Oh, don't apologize. It's okay.
You could do better than that. So what age?
Hi, Tim.
Tim.
Yeah, I got my buddies in the average. That's okay, I could be in that, so I just dumbed it down.
Is there anyone?
Tim is here tonight. I don't know, maybe more now.
The next bidder.
Josh?
In Ford. That he, you know, now we go through
Right.
how you talk to these people.
Yep.
They just
He's the one on the right. Who's the guy in the middle?
It's gonna be the one that's gonna go.
Okay, that's why I know, that's why.
And
You look for- Okay.
Yeah,
That's what
just
I know. Yeah.
and the only problem was
Big turnout.
Yeah. This is the time to do something really controversial.
You renewed your, still got your paramedic license?
I'm working on it, actually.
Okay, because, you know.
Hey, do you need a
my
bouncer? You
EMT
want me to back you?
I just spent my money in for my online credit.
Just give me a sign if you need me to.
Yeah.
Yeah, start coughing.
When I'm on the ground.
I know.
I got you,
You know, I've had it for 40 years.
Yeah.
Some sort of EMT specialist, paramedic,
Right.
that I almost,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking about it, though.
Just to say you have it.
Yeah, just to say I have it.
What are you doing here?
Yeah,
I finally got rid of my
yeah. And he passed
license for my architectural license.
Had a couple weeks to
It was just
get a big thing.
every year, not using it anymore.
Had a really nice.
Old age or?
He's 86.
Yeah.
Last couple of years have been kind of rough on him.
Yeah.
And he
K-Y-L-A, Kyla Sullivan,
Okay.
Ken Z.
yeah.
Oh, is Aaron still out?
Still out, but he's coming back. No, he's gonna be here tonight.
Is he on a scooter? Does he need me to carry him in?
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
He may not be.
He was a deputy superintendent. I served on the credit union board, Michigan Schools of Government.
And welcome to the January 21st Planning Commission meeting. Would you all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Mr. Bentley, would you please call the roll?
I will. Mr. Hardy?
Here.
Mr. Tuckfield is absent. Mr. Marley?
Here.
Ms. Smith?
Here.
Mr. Spatafora?
Here.
Mr. Oliver?
Here.
And myself.
Okay, we have a quorum.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Spatafora?
I will move to exclude Commissioner Tuckfield from all roll call votes this evening.
Motion by Mr. Spatafora to exclude Mr. Tuckfield from all roll call votes by Mr. Spatafora, seconded by Mr. Meyerly. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion passes. All right, approval of previous meeting minutes. Is there any discussion?
Mr. Chair, if there's no discussion, I'll make a motion to approve the agenda from last week.
Motion by Mrs. Smith to approve the previous meeting minutes,
Second.
seconded by Mr. Spatafora. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion passes. Approval of tonight's agenda.
Mr. Chairman, if there's no deletions, corrections, I move we approve the agenda as presented.
Motion by Mr. Oliver to approve tonight's agenda.
Support.
Seconded by Mr. Bentley. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion passes. All right, old business, Mr. Box.
There's no old business this evening.
Okay. Before we move on to new business and public hearings, Mr. Spatafora, floor is yours.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, thank you. For under agenda item number 7A and under Article 7 of the Macomb Township Planning Commission bylaws and rules of procedure, and in order to avoid any appearance of impropriety, I'm declaring a conflict of interest that I have with agenda item 7A, as I'm an authorized representative of the legal owner and developer of the property on which this application is based on, and therefore I have a business or financial interest in this agenda item request. Therefore, I'm abstaining from any discussion or votes relative to this agenda item request, and will leave the room at this time in accordance with our bylaws and rules of procedure. So please call me back after you vote on this item.
Okay. Do we need to make a motion on that?
Yes.
Okay. I'll make the motion to exclude Mr. Spatafora from 7A, and supported by Mr. Meyerly. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion passes. All right. Item 7A, site plan. Normandy Optical Wellington Professional Campus, located on the east side of Hayes, a third of a mile south of 23 Mile Road, Section 19. Anthony Sesto, petitioner, permanent parcel 08169160001. Mr. Box.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Commission. As you mentioned, the site is on Hayes Road, south of 23 Mile. The site plan approval being requested this evening is to construct a 16,000 square foot medical or optical building within the Wellington Professional Campus, which has already been developed. On the site plan, you see that they do have the appropriate access to the site with the access along Wellington Boulevard on Hayes Road, and the driveway is 30 feet as dimensioned. They do have the sidewalk shown along Hayes, which is required, and the internal sidewalks as well. And all their maneuvering lanes are two-way, 24-foot minimum in width. They meet all dimensional setback requirements as outlined in our ordinance. And they do have a dumpster detail located in their plan, and it is a 2-dumpster enclosure, and it is acceptable per ordinance. They have 95 parking spaces, which is exactly the minimum amount they're required to have per ordinance. That includes 4 barrier-free spaces. They are all sufficiently dimensioned, and they also show their 10 by 50 loading zone on the north side of the site, as you see there in yellow. The drawings show that all lawn areas will be sodded and irrigated as required, and they do have a note stating that no loose material will be located within distance of the paved areas. That's actually something we've seen issues with in the past, so we made sure that we have that note in all these plans now, so we don't run into that again. They also have a plant list, and the drawings do accurately correspond with the plant list. They have a floor plan provided, as you see here, showing offices, exam rooms, storage, restrooms, and employee areas. Elevations are also provided. The building is shown at 2 stories and 25 feet, which is acceptable in this zoning category. And they also have a lighting plan. There are 9 18-foot tall poles and 6 building-mounted fixtures to be installed at 13 feet high. And these heights do meet the ordinance. All light fixtures are shown as being downward shielded as required. And at this time, staff is in support of this, and we do recommend approval of this site plan.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Box. Oh, please state your name and address for the record,
Yeah,
please.
thank you. Pete Snyder, Urban Land Consultants, 8800 23 Mile Road, Shelby Township, Michigan. representing the applicant, Dr. Sesto, who is here in the audience, along with Michael D'Agostini, who will be constructing the project. So, again, as is normal, your planner has summarized it extremely well. I am certainly available for any questions you might have.
Okay,
Thank you.
then we'll bring it back to commissioners. Comments? Questions? Mr. Bentley?
Just some, I guess some clarification. Regarding the landscape plan and your lighting plan, all I saw, and I know this isn't a final, but on your northwest corner, the light that is shown in the center of that aisle, there's also a big, I don't know if it's maple or oak tree. So I'm not sure if that will have to change. I doubt the lamp will change, but just thought I might mention that. And then regarding mechanical equipment, what is the intent regarding the sloped roofs? Is there any equipment going on those sloped roofs? Mechanical equipment
Yeah,
or electrical?
I'm not the architect, I'm the civil engineer, so I can't precisely say in terms of a design aspect. If there is roof-mounted equipment, it would be shielded, but I think they build out little cutouts in the slope roof for that stuff to sit on. I didn't see any mechanicals on the roof, so I can't definitively say. But again, it would be shielded if there were anything, and of course, it would meet your height ordinance as well.
Okay, I didn't see any cutouts. I wondered if, and I know it's over a mechanical room, so that's why I kind of wondered about that, what kind of equipment might be up there, or if it would be on the flat roofs where it would be screened. So it was just a caution, I guess, because there are no parapets on that slope.
Right.
And that's all I had.
All right. Anyone else?
I just have one question on the, was the site, I'm sorry, the, inside the office, you had a kind of a sketch of half of it was vacant. Is that for future expansion, or is that for, somebody gonna rent it out to somebody else?
Dr. Sesto, do you know the answer?
You're gonna need to come up to the table and state your name and address.
Go ahead. Yep. It's had to do with the interior use.
Yeah. Hi,
Hi.
I'm Anthony Sesto. Address is 34132 Blair in Chesterfield. So the inside the vacant, there's some rental space there. And then if you were to, would it be the easterly wall, if you were to draw that straight down, that would be like for our future expansion. So that east of that would be like rental, and then that kind of like weird jagged area would be for like our future expansion to there as as our business needs increase, hopefully.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Question,
Yes, Mr. Oliver.
just to follow up on that. So if that, if that gets all rented out, you know, if it gets completed, I guess this question will be for Mr. Bach. We'll still have the adequate parking, correct?
Correct, it's for the whole building, yep.
Okay. Can we just go through roughly what'll be performed there, just every day? Testing, you know, just things
You
like.
know what? You could,
Grab a
instead
chair
of
and
doing the
slide
up
it
and
up,
down,
it's a
why
lot
don't you just
easier.
grab one of the other chairs?
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, here we
Yeah,
go.
there we go.
Coming your way.
A nice chair. Thanks, Jim.
Much better.
So yeah, we'll just
Talk in the mic for us, please.
we're optometry, so we'll be doing eye exams, any like just regular routine eye exams, medical eye exams. The kind of the western area, that's where the optical displays would be, like all the glasses on display and stuff and such like that. Yeah.
So you possibly could have 2 doctors there then?
So there would be like 2 to 3 doctors there a day. Yeah.
Okay. And, no overnight or nothing like
No,
that?
no, no.
Okay. And then you're gonna sell, so it's gonna be a full optician?
Yeah.
You have the glasses there. Do you do the grinding and,
So
Or
we
the-
have our own in-house lab in our St. Clair Shores office.
good? Good. it's always a problem. You gotta wait for your lenses to come back. And
Yeah,
like-
we usually turn them a lot quicker than everybody else, though, so.
Good.
So,
That's good. Thank you.
yeah, no.
Thank you, Mr. Oliver. Anyone else? Anyone? Okay, well, at this time, I'd like to make a motion to open this item to the public. Seconded by Mr. Bentley. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right. If there's anyone in the audience that would like to come up and speak on this item, please come to that podium right there. Give us your name and address and share your thoughts, your questions. Anyone? Anyone at all? No? All right. Then I need a motion to close by Mr. Bentley,
Support.
supported by Mr. Oliver. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion passes. All right. Mr. Box, did you have anything you wanted to add?
Nope, not at this time.
Okay. Commissioners, anything else you want to discuss? All right. Then I'm going to make the motion to approve the site plan for Normandy Optical, Wellington Professional Campus, permanent parcel 08191600001.
I'll support that.
Okay. Motion made by myself, supported by Mrs. Smith. Mr. Bentley, would you please call the roll?
I will. Mr. Hardy,
Yes.
Ms. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Spatafora.
Is excused.
Oh, is excused, sorry. Mr. Marley,
Yes.
Mr. Bentley, yes. Mr. Tuckfield is excused. And Mr. Oliver.
Yes.
Okay. Motion passes. Welcome to Macomb Township.
Thank you very
All
much.
right.
And thank you for all coming out on a cold night for a single item agenda too. It is appreciated.
I don't know if Mr. Spatafora can hear us, but never mind, Mrs. Smith's gonna go get him. Oh, there he is. All right, I thought he was in the lobby. All right. Next item is public comments on non-agenda items. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on anything other than the agenda items? Anyone at all? Nope. Okay, we're going to move on then. Commissioners' comments. We have any comments from commissioners? Mr. Bentley.
I was just going to ask on the status of the bylaws. I know they were going to be reviewed, and Mr. Aloya was in the process of doing that. Not sure what that is.
I have not heard from Mr. Aloya regarding that, so I can't answer that, but I'm assuming it's going to be on an agenda in the very near future.
Okay.
One item that came up at the last, our last meeting was what is our responsibility as it relates to extensions? And maybe you know, Mr. Box. I believe our bylaws indicate that we, for extensions, we recommend to the Board of Trustees our recommendations for whether to extend a requested extension or not. We don't do that as a definitive action. And my question is that correct? Or is there a split?
So I would say there's a split. Items like this evening, a site plan that you are the definitive yes or no vote for. If 2 years comes and goes and they haven't done anything on their site and they need an extension, you guys would be the definitive
Okay.
extension to grant the extension. If it's an item like a rezoning that has to go to the board, or a conditional rezoning, for example, you would be a recommending body. Anything that the original would go to the board, the extension would also go to the board.
Okay, so that makes sense. Anything definitive is definitive still with extensions,
Correct.
or vice versa with the recommendation.
That's correct.
I appreciate that clarification. Thank you very much. That's,
Okay.
is that all I had? Yes, that's all.
All right, thank you, Mr. Bentley. ZBA liaison update. Mr. Tuckfield is the chairman of the ZBA, and he is absent tonight. So let's move on to Macomb Township Board of Trustees liaison update. Mr. Charles Oliver.
Thank you, Mr. Hardy. Kind of an administrative meeting. One thing kind of interesting, we're buying 47 new laptops. And instead of throwing out the old ones, we're gonna use them for training in the clerk's office for when we have elections, because it's hard to get that many computers where people could run samples and learn on them. So good repurpose. And that's about it. 47 laptops were $38,079.
That's not bad.
Not a bad deal. No.
Any questions for Mr. Oliver?
Time's
Nope.
up.
Okay.
I would have some, but
Time's up.
All right, planning department items, Mr. Box.
Nothing to mention this evening. I will go back to the ZBA liaison update. There is a meeting scheduled for the ZBA in February. So at our next planning commission meeting, he'll have some things to update. And I believe we have agenda items for our next planning commission, but I'm not 100% for sure of that.
All right. Okay, and then attorney comments, Mr. Orlando?
No comments today.
No comments at all. Then I'll make a motion to adjourn for this evening. At, wait a minute, let me give a time. We got a time there, Mr.?
6:48.
At 6:48. Motion to adjourn at 6:48.
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Spatafora. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion passes. We're done.